CoinDesk's most influential 2022 list is live, and joining us now to discuss the definitive list of the biggest change makers in crypto is CoinDesk Deputy Managing Editor Tracy Wang.
Thank you for having me, Christine.
Great, fantastic. All right, so unsurprisingly, Sam Bankman-Fried made the list this year, and Tracy, you wrote up his profile on CoinDesk.com and how FTX shocked the world when his $40 billion crypto empire collapsed last month, with billions in customer assets still unaccounted for. And my understanding was that his profile was initially much different about a month ago than what it is today.
Yeah, this whole process was started a couple weeks ago, and Sam has been dominating the news coverage all year. He was probably, given everything going on with BlockFi, with Celsius, he was probably the most written about crypto CEO, and FTX was the most written about crypto company on CoinDesk.
You also highlighted some of Bankman-Fried's biggest flexes this past year before it all came crashing down. Maybe go through some of the highlights.
Sam Bankman-Fried's actions, kind of in light of what he's portrayed himself earlier this year, is just one of the most probably, I want to say, ironic parts of what we know now about FTX. He was kind of this savior for the crypto industry, bailing out all these companies, marketing itself as this, working hard with regulators, exchange, trying to get licenses and regulation, and basically being one of the most cleanest exchanges. And in light of what we now know about FTX, it makes the collapse even more shocking.
And he is actively going on a media tour trying to defend his actions, and mainly on the defensive, saying, he didn't know most of what happened at FTX despite being the CEO, and blaming it as an accounting error. We'll see if that narrative wins over, the legal system. It's already won over some policymakers. Sam Bankman-Fried has also said in an interview with The Block that testimony from the new FTX chief executive officer, John J. Ray III, is false. Do you know further on that, or can you elaborate?
I think the situation there is kind of a he said. Do you believe the new CEO of FTX, John Ray, or Sam Bankman-Fried? So Sam Bankman-Fried, I think the specific issue he took issue with was just the record keeping. And in the day one affidavit written by John Ray, he said that it was difficult to get an accounting of all of the assets held by FTX, and that he didn't actually trust the information about FTX's financial because they were kind of whipped up in a spreadsheet by Sam Bankman-Fried. And so, I think it's plausible that Sam Bankman-Fried might not be telling the truth. And when he says that John Ray is not telling the truth, it's kind of like, well, how much do you believe what he's saying?
Indeed. All right. Well, it's certainly a continuing story. And Sam, if you're out there, CoinDesk TV would love to talk to you. Tracy, thanks so much for joining us. That was CoinDesk Deputy Managing Editor Tracy Wang.